pretty. Come along. You're so pretty, and you're so pretty, and you're so pretty. Everybody's looking so fine. Hey, garden gals and guys, it's Steph with Tiny's Garden, gardening in Zone 5B in the Chicago suburbs. And today I wanted to give you an update on what I'm trying to do here. And for those of you who don't know, I am just an avid cut flower hobbyist. I love growing cut flowers, and this is your Tiny's Garden update. Right now I'm in the process of hardening off a bunch of things that have been in the greenhouse for several weeks now, including ranunculus, anemones, sweet peas, most of which are out here right now in this area. I've got 69 ranunculus that need to go into a raised bed, and I've got 109, I believe is what I counted, sweet peas that are pretty much ready to go out as well. So over the next couple of days, that is the name of the game, is getting things out into these raised beds. Now you'll notice things are looking pretty wet. We have had a ton of rain, including a hailstorm yesterday. So I'm kind of glad nothing was out in the raised beds yet, but everything is pretty wet. I don't have my new compost in these back raised beds yet. The front ones are done, but I'm debating, do I plant today or do I just wait a little bit? You'll have to see what I do. Stay tuned. But that's what's happening over here, is I'm hardening off, getting these out for the full day, and I think if I don't plant them, I am just going to leave them out at night, because our night temperatures are going to be about 31 degrees for the next 2 nights, and both of these things, sweet peas and ranunculus, should be able to handle that. So let's go to the front and see what I have up there. Up here you can see we're a little more prepared. My husband, God bless his soul, was able to put a bunch of my new compost and topsoil mixture in here, and I topped off the raised beds with Espoma Land and Sea compost for some of these, or cotton burr compost. So each one, there's 6 up here, has a nice layer of that really good high quality organic compost. The same thing is true up here though. It's pretty wet. When I squeeze it, I'm not getting water to pool, so that's good, but I'm still debating, do I let this dry out because we're supposed to have sun for the next few days and wait a little bit, or get them in the ground now? You can see this raised bed is set up to have a hoop structure over it, and we did this the other night, just practicing, seeing if we could get it up and how it worked. So if the video already hasn't come out about that, stay tuned for that. But I don't think we'll need it the rest of the spring, but you never know with these Midwest temperatures. It could drop to well below freezing tomorrow and be snowing. But what I have planned for this raised bed here, steady, is one of my favorites. Iceland poppies. Look how beautiful. They've done really well in this cell tray so far. They've been in the greenhouse for several weeks now. Right now we're 4 weeks until our last frost date, so I should be fine planting these out. Again, by determining factors, just if it's too wet or not, especially for something like poppies. So these are going to stay out all day and all night as well. They should be fine with that 31-degree temperature. And right now they're just sitting here getting used to the wind and anything else that the weather brings. I did not have them out here during the hard showers. The rain did not have them out here, and I'm glad, because I think it would have been a little bit too much rain. So these will sit here for a while until I plant. Let's go to the back and take a look at what's hardening off from the inside of the house. Now we're on the back patio. I just brought all of these out from the inside grow light, and what I'm hardening off here is all of my Lisianthus. I actually haven't counted them up yet. Let me do that real quick. If my math is right here, I have 168 Lisianthus. 168! I am so happy with how my Lisianthus have done this year. I germinated them in soil blocks, which was a first for me, and they did fantastic on germination. I did lose some throughout the season, but that is okay because this is over triple what I had last year. And you can see some that I just transplanted up into a bigger cell tray are a little smaller. Others that were transplanted earlier are bigger. but I could not be happier. I'm very excited about them. So they're starting to harden up, again, getting that wind exposure. I will take these back in tonight, everything on this table, because this is the first time they've seen outside. But what else I have here is other cold hardy annuals. All of these are cold hardy. I've got my foxglove and some bells of Ireland, campanula with better germination right here, delphinium, pansies, rudbeckia, feverfew, blupleurum, calendula, and lupine, all looking really good. And here we have my snapdragons. These are obviously bigger. I just pinched them. They were started on February 11th, looking gorge. These were started on February 27th, have not been pinched, but are starting the hardening off process. Inside, what I've got going on is over 800 new seedlings that I've planted over the past 3 or 4 days. Most of that not on camera, but there's a lot of warm season annuals downstairs in the germination station that are just getting started. Germination station headquarters right here. So the idea is that I can move things out of my greenhouse with the Ranunculus, Anemones, and Iceland poppies, make room to transition these things into the greenhouse, my other cold hardy annuals, so that when the time comes for my warm hardy annuals to have some shelf space on the grow light, they have it. And then obviously these will go out soon, so they'll move from the greenhouse, and warm hardy annuals will go into the greenhouse. It's kind of like a rotation. So that is the plan. That is where I'm at. I will harden these off over the next couple to a few days. I do rush the hardening off process a little bit, but the weather is looking good for that. If it was going to sink well below 30, I would not rush this process, but the temperatures in the greenhouse will stay pretty mild at night. So they'll come in tonight. I'll keep them in tonight. Tomorrow, I'll have them out here on the table again, and then they'll probably go into the greenhouse that night to start acclimating to night temperatures. That is my plan. That is where we're at. And like I said, everything inside is just warm hardy and warm hardy. Warm season annuals like celosia, cosmos, zinnias, those things that will be planted out after the last frost has passed in the garden. So that's an update here just to bring you along with where I'm at. Today is April 5th and my last frost date is May 2nd. So like I said, we're 4 weeks out. I really want to get these things that are cold hardy into the garden ASAP. So I will actually probably plant these out into raised beds by the end of next week. Fingers crossed. And I've got a sticky trap on me. I always feel like I'm wearing this shirt in every video. It is what it is. So that is the plan, everyone. Tell me how it's going in your gardens, what you're hardening off, what you're able to get into your beds outside. Tell me all about it. I love to hear. And if you're new here, please comment below and let me know where you're gardening, what zone you're in. I always love meeting new people on here. It's been a great ride. We're gonna keep it going. Big shout out to Sue Krebs. Thank you for commenting on that post I did in the community tab, because you're the one who's getting me thinking like, okay, I'm gonna let them dry out those raised beds tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna add some new fresh compost and plant. That's the goal. So thanks everybody for sticking around. We'll see you in the next one. Happy planting, everybody. Bye.